Do you ever have days where you just feel uninspired, bored with life? Nothing seems magical anymore? Psalm 121 says, I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where does my help come? Everything just seems very sinful these days, very evil, and sometimes a hopelessness can set in. Psalm 37 says, though, do not fret over those who do evil. Do not envy those who do wrong. So let's shift our perspective. Weeds grow fast and tall, but vanish when the cold comes. I feel your pain. I know where you're coming from, and I relate to y'all more than you think I do. We all do, for that matter. 1 Peter 5 says, resist the enemy, stand firm in the faith, because you know that the family of believers throughout the world is undergoing the same kind of sufferings. And that's our connection. You may feel isolated, but know that there's an entire army of believers awake and standing watch across the lines. Remember what Jesus said, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart, for I have overcome the world. He also said in John 16, so you also have sorrow now, but I will see you again, and your hearts will rejoice, and no one will take away your joy. That's his promise. It's always darkest right before the dawn, but the sun never fails to return, and neither will the sun. Many times when you feel these ways, it's because you're in the middle of a spiritual attack. Sometimes the devil, though, he doesn't attack you head on, but through your shortcomings. 1 Corinthians 10 says, so if you think you are standing firm, be careful that you do not fall. That's caution. When you're mature in the faith, you don't fall when you're focused on Christ. You fall when life becomes easy. No matter how high the waters rise, though, they will not overtake you, for Christ is the bridge that carries us through. He has carried me because I've submitted my spirit to the Spirit and watched him completely put to bed all the major sins that I used to battle. In my case, it was anger, lust, greed, and they all stem from pride. Remember, Proverbs 16 says, pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before the fall. That's the trap. The enemy cannot plunder a strong man while he's on guard, so he uses his pride to disarm him. That's what Jesus did to the devil. He used his own pride against him. So do not fall victim to the same deception. When you feel the enticement of sin building, remember, no temptation has overtaken you except what is common to man. God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you could bear. And when you do, he will also provide a way out. When Jesus was tempted, how did he fend off the attacks? By the word of God. When Job was attacked, how was he able to not give in? By the character of God. Even when he didn't understand his pain, he knew who God was. He even said, though he slay me, I hope in him. When the devil wanted Moses' bones, how did the archangel Michael refute him? Jude 1:9 says, he simply said, the Lord rebukes you. Jesus used the word. Job trusted God's character. Michael let the Lord fight the battle. My people, do the same.